Hello, my beautiful community. Tori here. Today we are going to be doing a Sacral Chakra flow or Swadhisthana Chakra flow, focusing on the space behind our navel for the most part, as well as diving into the hips and opening up and expanding them. So, throughout this journey with me, of course, as always, please take it at your own level and your own pace. Feel free to go in as deep or as shallow as you need for each posture and listen to your body. This flow is for you. You don't have to look exactly like me or exactly like the person next to you if someone's flowing with you. It is for you uniquely to dive into your own experience. So allow it to be yours. Get creative, tap into your creative energy, and maybe you do things that aren't even what I'm showing, and that's okay. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. And for this practice, if you do have blocks, that would be great to utilize. If not, that's okay. You may want a bolster or a strap. It is up to you. But only you, your body, and a space for movement is necessary. So, with no further ado, let's get started. Bringing yourself onto your mat or into your practice space. And beginning by just coming into a comfortable position. This may be seated with the ankles stacked one in front of the other. You may wish to come into full lotus if that's accessible within your body. Maybe your legs are extended out. Maybe you're sitting up onto your knees and melting your hips back towards your heels. Or if you need to, you can recline all the way down onto your back body. And allowing your hands to rest wherever they feel most comfortable. Take a nice deep in-breath through your nose, circling your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, sigh out the mouth, release the shoulders back and down the spine. And we're going to take that 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale through the nostrils, circling the shoulders up. Exhale, pour the breath out the mouth. Release the shoulders. One final time. Then allowing yourself to soften back into your normal sway of breath for just a few moments. Elongate through the spine, lengthening through the backhand side of your neck. Slightly draw your chin in towards your chest. The very tip or crown of your head is looking up towards the heavens. Allow your shoulders, your elbows, your hands, your legs to rest down towards the earth, just melting with gravity. And then begin to draw your right hand in front of your face, where your pointer and middle finger come to the space between the brows or your third eye. And then this allows your thumb to be available to plug your right nostril, and your pinky and ring finger available to plug your left. Begin by inhaling through both nostrils first. And then plug your right nostril, exhale out the left. Inhaling through the left. Plug and exhale out the right. Inhale right. Plug, exhale left. Inhale left. Plug and exhale right. Inhale right. Plug and exhale left. Inhale left. Plug and exhale right. yourself to continue here at your own pace in Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breath. And what you do when you tap into Nadi Shodhana and practice this breathing technique or pranayama is that you balance the masculine and feminine energies within the body, otherwise known in Eastern philosophy or yogic philosophy as the Ida and Pingala nadis. And where these two nadis intersect with your central energy line, your Sushumna nadi, is where your chakras lie. So, as you utilize this breath, you help to bring yourself back into a space of deeper alignment throughout every energetic center along the central energy line. Now, whenever you complete your next exhale out of your right nostril, allow your right hand to soften back onto your body, your knees, the earth, wherever it is that feels comfortable for you. And begin to sway your breath in and out through your nose, either coming into Adham Pranayama, your deep belly breath. As you inhale, feel your abdomen, your chest, your ribcage expand wide with air. And then as you exhale, slowly and steadily deflate every drop of breath in which you've brought in by drawing belly button back towards spine. And you may stay there. Or you may dive into your Ujjayi Pranayama, or your oceanic breath, adding a constriction into the back of your throat. Whatever it is that serves you best for today's journey upon your mat. Take a few moments just breathing here, fueling yourselves with life force energy, with prana. And as you breathe in, visualize that your awareness is melting into your sacral or Swadhisthana chakra, thought to be located behind your navel towards the spine. And as you bring your awareness into this space, try to recognize the way in which this energetic center is flowing within you. For our sacral is the home of our creative energy, the home of our sensuality as well as our sexuality, our connection to pleasure and connection to others within the world, how we express ourselves outwardly. And just notice when those words are spoken, what is felt within the body. Does it feel like an expansion? Does it feel like a contraction? Or somewhere in between? So as we dive into our movement practice, inviting yourself to move in a way that feels nourishing to your Swadhisthana or sacral chakra, tapping into your creative wellspring of energy and letting your body be the guiding force. So if something doesn't feel good within your body, please follow your own inner knowing and take the movement that does. And then whenever you feel ready, beginning to walk your hands onto the earth, walking your hands out towards the sides of the room or your mat, and exhaling chin to chest. Now if you're lying on your back, maybe you just begin to move your head from side to side. If you're seated with me, inhale, sweep your right ear over towards your right shoulder. As you're here, option to stay or exhale, circle the shoulders back and down the spine. On your next out breath, soften your chin back in towards your chest or come back to center. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, pour your shoulder blades back time, as you exhale, soften chin to chest. Inhale, circle your head towards the right. Right ear towards right shoulder. Lengthen through center without scrunching the back hand side of your neck. And then exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. And then chin towards chest. Taking that one more time. Inhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Lifting through center. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder and chin to chest. And then reversing your circles. Inhaling, left ear towards left shoulder. Lengthening through center. Exhale, right ear towards right shoulder and chin towards chest. Taking that one more time. Or if you need it longer, feel free, once again, to honor your body. On your next inhale, lengthen through the spine. Now, from here, inhale, sweep your hands behind you, fingertips face away, circle the shoulders back and down, root into the palms or fingertips, lift through the sternum, gazing up. As you exhale, cup hands on the knees, dome, belly button towards spine, chin to chest. Inhale, circle your chest towards the right and forward as you traction the hands onto the knees. Exhale to the left and back. Now you may continue here with the chest circling, or if that does not feel comfortable within your body, you can circle the shoulders around. This will help to expand the lower back and hips a little bit more. But it is up to you. 2 more breaths here in whichever way you're taking this. And then reversing your direction, inhaling to the left and forward. Exhale, right and back, either chest circles or shoulder circles. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, draw the pads of the feet towards the front of the mat. And we're going to make our way on down to our back body. So doing so whichever way is comfortable for you. If you want to cup the hands on the backs of the knees, go ahead. Or arms can reach forward and exhale, dome, belly button towards spine. And release yourself on down. Now plant the pad of your left foot onto the earth. And then inhale, extend the right leg up towards the sky. Maybe you clasp the hands behind your thigh, behind your shin. Maybe you wrap your right peace fingers around your right big toe. Whatever the case is, make sure that your leg is out in front of you, pointing up towards the ceiling. If your hamstring feels open enough, you can flex the foot as you see me doing here, or you may point the toes. If that is too intense, your knee also may be bent. So wherever you wish to stay, on your in-breath, visualize that you're lengthening your heel up towards the sky. As you exhale, visualize that you're pulling your toes back towards your head. On your next out-breath, you may stay here, or reaching your left arm straight out towards the left-hand side. Exhale, pour your right leg open towards the right-hand side, beginning to dive into your inner right hip. Perhaps outer too, depending on how you're feeling today. And just try to stay rooted through both hips here. If it helps to bring your left hand to the left hip, feel free to do so. And then on an in-breath, slowly lengthen your right leg back up. Exhale, bend the right knee. Cross the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Keep the toes flexed, pulling the right toes towards the right knee. Now you may stay here. Or exhale, press your right knee towards the front of the room or towards the front of your mat. Option 3, take your right hand through that little hole you just created between the legs. Left hand on the outside of the left leg and either clasp the hands behind the left thigh or around the left shin and hug your left knee in towards your chest while simultaneously on your out breaths, melting your right knee towards the front of your mat. Exhale. Exhale, hug the left knee in, right knee pours forward. And then on your out breath, slowly release the pad of your left foot. Reach the arms out in a T-like formation. And exhale, melt your right foot, or the pad of the right foot, over towards the left-hand side of your body, coming into a slight spinal twist. Now you may stay here. Exhale, press your right knee towards the front of the room, beginning to peel open through the psoas, or the right hip flexor. Still breathing deeply here with your Adham or your Ujjayi Pranayama. Then on an in-breath, slowly engage the center. Lift the left knee to point up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, plant the right foot down. Now from here, inhale, extend the left leg up. Once again, either flexing the foot or pointing the foot. And wrapping the hands wherever they feel best. And as you're here, your in-breath lengthens your left heel towards the sky or the ball of the foot, depending on what you're doing with the foot itself. And exhale, hug the leg in towards the face, beginning to really peel open through your hamstring here. And once again, you may stay here or inhale, right arm reaches out towards the right side. Exhale, left leg peels open towards the left-hand side of the room. Now your right arm may stay out, your right hand may come to the hip if that helps you ground down deeper. Good. And on an in-breath, lengthen the pad of the left foot back up towards the sky. Exhale, cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Now here, once again, still flexing the left toes towards the left knee. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you press your left knee forward towards the front of your mat. Or take your left hand through that hole you created, your right arm on the outside, hands clasped behind either the right thigh as you hug the right knee in, or around the right shin. Exhale, hug the right knee towards the chest as you melt your left knee away from you. Allow your in-breath to melt into your hips so that you can fuel that space to open deeper. One more round of breath here. Exhale. When you feel complete, release the pad of the right foot. Reach the arms out in a T-like formation and exhale. Melt the pad of the left foot down towards the earth. On an out breath, if it serves you, you can press your left knee towards the front of the mat. Maybe your gaze pours open towards your left shoulder. Then on an in-breath, slowly engage your center. Lift the right knee back up towards the sky. Lengthen the left leg on up. Exhale, plant the pad of the left foot and then hug your knees into your chest. You may rock from side to side. You may take little circles with the knees to massage the lower back. Make sure, if you do so, to do equal amounts on each side. Or you may come into Ananda Balasana, or Happy Baby, pouring your knees towards your armpits and stacking your heels above the knees. Hands may clasp behind the thighs, shins, heels, peace fingers around the big toes, or fingers around the outsides of the feet. You may rock or find stillness. Simply melting the knees towards the earth as you envision your splaying open the inner knees away from one another. Then as you're ready, exhale, draw the heels towards the glutes, knees together. Either roll over onto one side and press yourself on up, or rock yourself all the way up into your easy seat, and then sweep your feet behind you and make your way into your tabletop. So as you go into your tabletop, you want to ensure that you are spreading your fingertips super wide, like you're a little kid giving a big old high five, and rooting every single fingertip and knuckle into the earth. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we're just going to take a couple circles with our bodies, or our regular cat and cow, whatever serves you. So if you're with me, inhale, circle your chest down towards the earth. Lift through the right and exhale, press into the tops of the feet and hands. Expand the back body and chest circles to the left and down. Exhale, press. Now, this is as though you're cleaning the inside of a bracelet with the chest and rib cage. So if this doesn't serve you, that's okay. Feel free to come into your normal cat and cow. And then when you're ready, reversing the direction, inhaling, dripping the chest down towards the earth, lifting through the left, through center, exhale to the right and down. And take 2 more rounds of breath here. From here, come back into a neutral spine. So if you're naturally inclined to dip the belly down, tailbone up, take your tailbone, think of lengthening it towards the back of the room as your belly button reaches in towards your spine. Left knee comes in towards the center of your mat. Inhale, right leg reaches out. Opportunity to stay here, keeping your right heel in line with the rest of your body. Or inhale, left arm comes forward. So opposite arm as leg is lifted if you so desire. Opportunity to stay, or exhale, hug everything in towards midline. Inhale, lengthen it straight out. Exhale, reach the left arm open towards the side, turn the right toes towards the right side, draw it open towards the side of the room. Inhale, everything back into center, toes point at the earth. Exhale, hug it in towards midline, elbow and knee come towards one another. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open towards the respective sides. And then inhale, back forward. We're going to take this a few more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Last round here, you got it. Exhale, open. Now as you're here, opportunity to stay or inhale, lift the right leg up a little bit. Exhale, lower the pad of the foot to the earth. Release the left hand down. I'm going to turn so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, from here, take your left foot, draw it at a diagonal towards the back right-hand side of your mat. You may stay lifted like this, or walk the right toes out towards the right side. Make sure your toes are still pointing forward as you exhale. Maybe you mount your hips back towards your left heel. Maybe you pour your body forward. Maybe you rest on your forearms. Whatever it is that serves you. But you want to feel this stretch on the inner hip. If you aren't, you can walk your right foot out further. Lower the pad of the foot to the earth. And if you still can't feel it, walk your toes towards the front of the room or front of the mat to help open through the hamstring a little bit deeper. And allow yourself to breathe here for 2 more rounds of breath. On an in-breath, walk your hands underneath the shoulders, lift the hips, draw the right foot back in a few inches. Now from here, point your left toes back towards the back of the mat. Lift up onto the left knee. Inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, pivot your right heel to point in towards your left knee. Make sure that your right foot is in line with the left knee. Root down to where you're touching the earth. Pull your knee and foot in towards one another. Isometric contraction. Exhale, bend through the right knee. Coming into a mini warrior 2. Good. Just beginning to dive deeper into your hips. Inhale, extend through the leg. Exhale, release the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, engage through the right leg. Lift. Exhale, sweep it towards the back of the room and lower your right knee. Now, coming to the opposite side. If you need a moment to shake out the wrists, go ahead. But switching sides. This time, right knee comes in towards the center of your mat as you inhale and extend your left leg straight back. Once again, heel is in line with the rest of the body. not lifted above, creating a dip within the lower spine. Engage belly button towards the back body, opportunity to reach the right arm out. Exhale, maybe you draw everything in towards center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right arm opens towards right side as left leg turns towards the left and opens to the left. Inhale, reach it forward and back. Exhale, hug everything in towards center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, over to the sides we go. Good. 2 more rounds here. Now, as you exhale, opportunity to hold, opportunity to inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, plant the left leg down, soften the right hand down. Once again, I'm turning so you can see this a bit better. From here, take your right toes, point them diagonally towards the back left-hand side of the mat. Opportunity to stay where you are or walk your right toes out. As you exhale, opportunity to sit back towards the right heel. Planting the pad of the left foot towards the earth as much as you can. Maybe you lower to the forearms. Maybe you extend the arms out and melt your torso over in front of you. And breathe here for 3 rounds of breath. Inhaling to walk the hands underneath the shoulders, lifting the seat, suctioning the left foot back in. Right toes point straight behind you, and inhale, lifting up, arms reach out towards the sides. Exhale, pivot your left heel to point in towards the right knee, root down into the earth, pull the knee and foot in towards one another. Then exhale, bend the left leg. Now, if your knee starts to pass the ankle, walk the toes out a little bit. Allow yourself to deepen as much as you need. And allow yourself to breathe here for 2 rounds of breath. Lengthening your tailbone down towards the earth as you're drawing belly button towards back body. Inhale, extend through the leg, pivot the toes towards the back of the mat, release the hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, engage through the left leg, lift it towards the side. Exhale, sweep it back and release the knee on down. Now from here, opportunity to spiral the hands towards the outside edges of the mat. Point the fingers back towards the knees. You may keep the toes tucked or come to the tops of the feet. And exhale, sit yourself back towards your heels. Opening through the wrists a bit here. And then inhale, peel the hands off, flip them over so palms reach up towards the ceiling, fingertips still point towards the knees. Exhale, sit it back as little or as much as you need. And still carrying your breath in and out through the body as deeply and as nourishingly as you can. Being sure to continue to draw your awareness to your swadhisthana or your sacral chakra. Then inhale, peel your hands off. If you need to circle the wrists, go ahead. If you need to shake them out, do as you need. Then find your way into your downward facing dog. And if you haven't practiced much before, a nice little trick to get into down dog is when your hips are over your knees, your shoulders over your wrists, all you do is tuck your toes, shift your hips up and back, and find your down dog. Now your knees may be bent, they may be straight. You may walk out your dog, shifting your weight from one foot to the other. You may bend your knees and rock your hips from one side to the next. Whatever it is that feels good, allow yourself to tap into that creative energy within you and begin to play here. Let your inner child come through and explore your body. Remember that movement doesn't have to be super strict. It can just be what feels good within your body. We'll be here playing for 2 more breaths. And once you complete those 2 breaths, on and out breath, drip both heels down towards the earth as much as your body allows. Hold here for a breath, circling your shoulder blades in towards your armpits, pressing into the hands as if you were sliding them towards the front of the room. On an in-breath, step your feet together at the back of your mat. Lift onto your tippy toes, pour your gaze between your thumbs. Exhale, bend, and either walk or float yourself forward into your forward fold. Once again, knees may be bent or straight here, depending on the openness of your hamstrings today. And if you're experiencing lower back and hip tension, you have the opportunity to walk your hands from side to side upon the earth or blocks. Maybe you grab opposite elbows, coming into ragdoll and swaying. Now, if you're experiencing tightness within the upper spine and neck, either releasing your hands with gravity or rooting them into blocks or the earth underneath the shoulders. Exhale, press into them, or simply draw your chin towards your chest, lengthening the very tip of your head down towards the earth to help expand the thoracic and cervical spines. One more breath here. Inhale, bend the knees, begin to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Sweep your arms out and up towards the sky, palms meet. Exhale, hands come into the heart center. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the earth, belly button towards spine. Engage your kneecaps up towards your quadriceps. Hug your front ribs and front hips in towards one another. Now, we're going to take it into a variation of our sun salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, long spine, hands either onto the shins or the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step it back into your plank pose. Knees may stay lifted or they may lower. If you're lifted, press into the balls of the feet, shift your shoulders forward, exhale, lower elbows glue in towards your side bodies all the way down to the earth. Come to the tops of your feet. Inhale, press into them, circle the shoulders back and down, traction hands towards the toes, lift through the chest, keep shoulders and elbows soft, Bhujangasana. Exhale, melt the heart space back down to the earth. Inhale, lift through your tabletop, exhale, back downward facing dog. Now from here, you may hold here for 3 breaths, or inhale, lift onto your tippy toes, draw the back side of your neck towards the front of the room, lengthening out to a high plank. As you exhale, bend your knees, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Opportunity for 2 more waves, forward and back like that at your own pace. Inhale, rippling forward, exhale, rippling back. This oftentimes creates more space within the lower spine for many people. When you're ready, inhale, step your feet together, lift onto your tippy toes, pour your gaze between your thumbs, exhale, bend and either walk or float yourself forward into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen up, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, begin to roll up vertebra by vertebra, sweeping the arms out and up. Urdhva Hastasana, palms meet, clasp all fingers except for your pointer and your thumb. Exhale, lengthen the tailbone down, soften through the shoulders. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, keep shoulders stacked, press into your left foot as you lean over to the right side. Good, Chandrasana, moon pose. Inhale, come back into center. Exhale, lean over to the left as you root into your right foot, opening up through the lateral side bodies. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold back forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, opportunity for Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, long spine, gaze upon the mat here. Exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, and either step it back into your plank or float it into chaturanga. So if you're floating it, what you want to do is you want to jump back and immediately bend the elbows and either lower to the earth or upward facing. If you're with me, root through the tops of the feet. Inhale, pull the hands back towards the toes, lift the chest. Exhale, melt it back down. Inhale, lift through tabletop, and wherever you are, find your way back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On an in-breath, lift your right leg up towards the sky as little or as much as you'd like. As you exhale, opportunity to hold or draw your right knee to bend in towards the right elbow, body forward to a high plank. Inhale, lift your right leg back up. Exhale, opportunity for right knee to come in towards the nose, body forward to a plank. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, opportunity for right knee to come to the left elbow. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Don't belly button towards spine. Try to step in between the hands like a ninja as quietly as you can. And then exhale, lower the left knee. Traction the feet in towards one another. Inhale, lift shoulders over hips. Your hands may be resting upon the thighs, maybe on blocks underneath the shoulders, or up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, root through the feet, pull them inwards, isometric contraction. Exhale, pour the hips forward and down. Now, as we'll be diving into our hips more, I'm going to give you a few options for breath. You may inhale through your nose, and a sighing exhale out the mouth. Or you may inhale through the nose, and then take a flutter of the lips exhale, what we call horse lips. And as you may notice, that helps to soften the hips, as our jaw and our hips are intrinsically connected. Now you may stay here. You may inhale, lengthen the arms up towards the sky, or keep them rooted onto the thigh, and exhale, open the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, release the hands to frame the right foot, tuck the back toes, shift your left knee back slightly as you extend through your right leg. Stack your left hip over the left knee. Flex the right toes. If you need a bend in the knee, feel free to take it. Inhale, lengthen your breastbone or your sternum towards your toes. Exhale, melt yourself over your right leg here, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana or half split pose. And allow yourself to just breathe here for a moment. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, slightly slide the right foot back, then bend the right knee coming back into your low lunge. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, traction the feet in towards one another. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, coming into your crescent lunge. Right knee over right ankle, rooting through the big toe mound of your left foot. Lengthen your tailbone down, belly button reaches in towards the spine as you try to extend through the back leg, really diving nice and deep into your left hip flexor or psoas. And breathe here. Externally rotating the arms, pinkies reaching forward if the arms are up, or they may be at the heart or in cactus arms. As you exhale, pivot the back foot to become parallel with the short edge of the mat. Make sure that your right heel is in line with the center of the arch of the left foot. Lengthen the tailbone down, draw belly button in, coming into your warrior two upon your right side. Arms are out or at the hips. And as you're here, once again, pulling the feet in towards one another. Exhale, maybe you bend a little bit deeper if it serves you. Opportunity for your gaze to be over your right middle finger here. Now, opportunity to stay or inhale, flip the right palm up towards the sky. Reach the left hand above or below the left knee. Right arm reaches back, exalted warrior. Keep the right knee bent where it is. Exhale, opportunity for right elbow to come to the right knee, left arm up, or right hand to the big toe side of the foot. Sweep the left hand down, forward, and to the front of the room. Opportunity to take that 2 more times with me. Inhale, sweep it back into exalted. Keep the right knee bent where it is. Exhale, Release the right elbow, right hand to the big toe side of the foot or on the knee. Left arm in the place that feels good. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, lower into your side angle. Inhale, lift through center, extend through the legs, draw the hands to the heart. Exhale, pivot both toes to point towards the front of the mat. Exhale, heels point in towards one another. Now as you take your next out breath, reach your tailbone down towards the earth, bend your knees, stack your knees over the ankles. So if your ankles are in, walk them out. Make sure they're fully stacked. Your hands may stay at the heart or your hands may come onto the knees. Opportunity here to exhale, press the right knee back. Then inhale, come back into center. Exhale, press the left knee back, left shoulder forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Hands come to the heart. Exhale, drip the hips down towards the earth, coming into your full goddess squat. And breathe here. You may utilize the sighing exhales out the mouth or the horse lips. Good. On an in-breath, extend through the legs. Pivot your heels so that your feet become parallel to one another. And then pivot the feet out. As you exhale, you're going to bend your left knee. So, bending the left knee, you're going to melt your hips down towards the earth. Maybe you're here, maybe your hands are on blocks supporting you. Maybe you can drip your hips down a little bit more. Your right toes may lift. Opportunity to take your left elbow and press your left knee open towards the side. You may support yourself here, or if it's within your practice, your arms may be out or at heart center, coming into one-sided squat. Then inhale, either root the hands to the earth or lift through center. Walk to the other side. Exhale, bending the right knee. Left toes may lift or stay rooted if you have that flexibility. Right elbow may come to the inner right knee to press it open. You may reach your arms out. You may bring them to the heart or keep them rooted to support you. Good. We're going to take that one more time. Inhale, lifting through center. Exhale, bend the left leg, melt it down. Last one. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, bend the right knee. This time, inhale, lift through center. Draw the hands to the heart. Draw feet parallel to the short edges of the mat. Hands to hips. Exhale, micro bend the knees. Hinge forward at the hips. Releasing yourself into a wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, walk your hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, pivot your feet and your hands back towards the right foot, walking yourself towards the front of your mat. Root the hands into the earth, pull the feet in towards one another, just to recalibrate the hips. And inhale, step it back either to a plank or a three-legged plank, shooting your right foot straight back. As you exhale, either Vinyasa flow to the earth or upward facing, or meet in downward facing dog. If you're with me, inhale, root through the tops of the feet, shine the heart open. Exhale, melt the chest down. Inhale, lift through your tabletop. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Upon the opposite side. Hold here for a round of breath and feel into the differences upon each side. Now, when you feel complete, inhale, reach your left leg up towards the ceiling. Opportunity to stay here, or exhale, draw your left knee to bend in towards the left elbow, draw body forward to a plank. Inhale, lengthen the left leg straight up. Exhale, opportunity for left knee to come in towards the nose, body forward to a plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee comes over towards right elbow if you so desire. Inhale, lift back up towards the sky. Exhale, wherever you are, draw left knee in towards the chest, dome belly button towards spine. Step it as quietly as you can be. in towards the center of the hands. Soften the right knee down. Inhale, stack shoulders over hips. And once again, rooting through the feet and the knee. Exhale, pull them in towards one another and pour the hips forward and down. Opportunity to utilize the breaths that serve you most. Option to stay here. Inhale, rooting the hands to the thighs or reaching them up. Exhale, open the heart towards the sky. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, release the hands to frame the left foot. Tuck your right toes, walk the right knee back, extend through the left leg. Now, stacking hips over the right knee. Inhale, elongate heart space towards your left toes, flexing the foot with either a bent or straight knee. Exhale, fold yourself on forward. And melt here for 2 rounds of breath. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Slightly slide your left foot back, then step it forward. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, pull the feet in towards one another. Begin to find some balance. And inhale, lift up. Coming into your crescent lunge. Bend your left knee over the left ankle. Root through the big toe mound of the right foot. Lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. And draw the front ribs and belly button towards the back body. Good. On your next out breath, pivot the right foot to become parallel with the short edge of the mat. Left heel is in line with the center of the arch of the right foot. Arms are extended out or at the hips. Lengthen the tailbone down, belly button back. Rooting through the feet, pull them in towards one another. Then exhale, bend the left leg nice and deep. Try not to let it pass the knee. It can be behind or stacked. And you may stay here. Or inhale, flip the left palm up towards the sky. Reach it towards the back of your mat. Right hand above or below right knee. Keep left knee bent where it is. Exhale, left elbow either to left knee, right arm up. Or left hand to the earth. Right arm sweeps down and forward. Opening through the chest. Inhale, opportunity to take this 2 more times. Exalted warrior. Exhale, opportunity for side angle. Good job. Last one. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, extend through the left leg. Inhale, hands come to heart. This time your toes pivot forward. Exhale, heels in. As you exhale, the next one, melt the hips down towards the earth, coming back into your goddess squat. Breathe here for a moment. I'm going to turn so that you can see this next posture a little bit better. Now, if this is deep enough for you and you want to stay here, or if you don't have the best of knees, you might want to stay here. Or exhale, reach your hands down to the earth underneath the shoulders. And then as if you could do it simultaneously, walk the hands forward and lower the knees to the earth. Now, you may bring blocks underneath your chest to support you and release your chest down that way. Or you may draw your forearms to the earth. You may stack the palms and rest your head. We're coming into our frog pose, where we're trying to melt our inner hips or our groin down towards the earth. So you may slowly slide one leg open a little bit deeper, but you want to make sure that your heels and your knees are in line with one another. If you need more depth, root into the elbows or their hands and exhale, pressing into them as if you're sliding your hands forward. Melt your hips back towards the back of your mat. Inhale, walk the hands in. Slowly begin to draw your feet in towards one another. Then walk the hands underneath you. slide the knees in. Give yourself a moment. That can be really intense for some of us. Then from here, in your tabletop, step the feet out wide, bringing the feet parallel to the short edges of the mat. Come back into your wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. And take a few rounds of breath here. Drawing your weight towards the balls of the feet, as if you could walk the hands in line with the feet and draw your head down towards the mat. Inhale, walk your hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, pivot yourself back forward towards the front of the room. So pivoting towards the left foot. Bend into a lunge, traction the feet in towards one another. Exhale, root through the hands. Inhale, step it back into a plank or a three-legged plank. Exhale, opportunity for a Vinyasa flow if you so desire. Rooting through the tops of the feet. Inhale, circle the shoulders back and down. Traction the hands towards the toes, lift up. Exhale, melt it down. And finding your way into child's pose. Knees may be together or separate. Big toe mounds together. Melt your hips back towards your heels, forehead towards the earth. Coming back into your breath. And if your awareness fell away from your sacral chakra, begin to draw it back into that space. Inhale, walk your hands in front of the knees. Allow yourself to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Melt your hips over to one side. Sweep your feet towards the front of the mat. And we're going to make our way all the way down onto our back body. We are going to be melting into Shavasana shortly, so if you need any extra layers on your body, if you need any water, go ahead and grab it. And then make your way on down to your back body, hugging both knees into the chest. Maybe you find your rocks or your little circles. Or if it feels good for you to come back into Happy Baby or Ananda Balasana, feel free to do so. Or another opportunity is to bring the bottoms of the feet together. Reach the hands towards the pinky toe sides of the feet, and then splay your inner knees open away from one another. As if you're coming into Baddha Konasana, but reclined with lifting the feet to peel open the inner hips. When you're ready, slowly releasing, drawing the knees together and the pads of the feet back to the earth. Inhale, shift the hips 2 inches over towards the right-hand side of the room. Left leg lengthens upon your mat. Exhale, right knee in towards the chest. When you feel ready, inhale, right arm reaches out towards the right-hand side. Exhale, right knee pours over towards the left-hand side of the room. Try to stack your right hip on top of the left here. Gaze can be up or over the right shoulder. And as you exhale, visualize that you're melting your right shoulder and your right knee down towards the earth on opposite sides of the bodies to lengthen and pull yourself open. When you feel ready, inhale, engage your center, draw your right knee back up towards the sky. Exhale, release the right foot down. Shift your hips a couple inches over towards the left-hand side. Right leg extends straight. Exhale, hug your left knee in. Opportunity to stay here. Or inhale, extend the left arm out, straight out from the left shoulder. Exhale, pour your left knee over towards the right-hand side of your body. Gaze can be up or towards the left-hand side. And once again, elongating through the whole left line of the body here. Without constricting the breath, allow the breath to be as full as can be. down. An in-breath, rooting yourself into the earth. Draw the left knee back up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the left foot, draw the hips into center. Opportunity to hug the knees in one last time. Then when you feel ready, allowing yourself to find your most comfortable position for Shavasana, your final resting pose. As you come into this space, your hands may rest upon your body, perhaps towards your womb space. Whether you're male or female, we all have an energetic womb, our creative center. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Allow your jaw to become soft, your tongue as well. Allow your eyes to close or with them slightly cracked open, staring at one unmoving point if that feels safer for you. And allowing your body to melt down into Mother Earth. Allowing yourself to release as deeply as you can. For the element that connects with our sacral chakra is the element of water, of flow. Allow yourself to visualize this energetic center within you as if it's spiraling water around in a circular motion. And as you visualize that water circulating, envision that every breath that comes in, every bit of prana or prana that pours in, is fueling this, is inviting in deeper balance to this center within you. And every exhale is a cleansing, that whatever doesn't allow balance here isn't serving your higher self, is releasing from the body through the water and vapor within the breath. Allow yourself to release here as completely as you can into Shavasana. You may stay here for as long as you feel inclined or have the time for. You may pause here if you have longer and wish to stay. Or if you're ready, slowly begin to wiggle through the fingers, rocking the head from side to side, inviting in any movements that feel nourishing to you in this moment. As you feel ready, slowly drawing your knees in towards your chest, extending your arms up overhead onto the earth below. And as you exhale, roll over onto your right side, or if it feels better to melt onto the left, feel free to do so. If there is anything that is no longer serving you, allow yourself to serve it to Mother Earth. Let her take this load off of your shoulders, melt the stagnant energy out of you so that she can utilize it as compost, as fertilizer for herself. Whenever you feel complete, beginning to rise up back into Sukhasana, an easy seat, stacking shoulders over hips, elongating through the backhand side of the neck, and allow your hands to come, palms together at heart center, Namaskar Mudra. And as you melt into this space, take a moment to breathe into your body and recognize how you're feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally, as well as energetically. And if you wish to join in with me upon a chant of Om, please do. If you'd rather just melt into silence, the Om will reverberate into your being. So if you wish to join me, exhale, 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 pouring out every bit of breath. Inhale, fill up for Om. Ready, softening your chin in towards your chest, taking a moment to bow and honor your own unique, creative light within this world. Bowing to honor your sensuality, your sexuality, and your connection to yourself. Sharing as deep of a love as you can possibly muster with your own being. And when you feel complete, slowly beginning to lift your chin and flutter your eyelids back open. For the light and the fire within me honors and recognizes that which is within you. And when we are in this space together, we are one. Namaste. As always, the greatest thank you from the core of my heart for trusting me to be a guide throughout your practice today. If you have any feedback, feel free to drop it in the comments below, or if you have requests, please do the same. I look forward to practicing with you again and wish you the most beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.